Hi, everybody. This is Judy from the Tech Wizard. I don't usually do this for Tuesday Tech Tips, but what I want to talk to you about and show you today merits a video. I've gotten a lot of questions or problems over the past year that we've tried to deal with in a remote fashion, either by text or phone calls or Zoom sessions. And some of the issues that repeatedly come up are those sorts of things that I teach in my beginning or intermediate classes on using technology, particularly mobile devices. And it's something that I really want to emphasize now. So that's why I'm doing this video, because I think that sometimes when you can see me and hear me and listen to me, it's easier to absorb the information rather than reading it in the email. And because it's not so short and sweet. But one of the most essential elements of using technology is to understand that it isn't intuitive. Everything that you do with your technology involves using a learned skill and learning skills, building a foundation that is created step by step so that you can learn to use things in a sequential way and understand what you're looking at when you're using your device and the apps on your device. And part of that sequential process involves not only recognizing things that are on the screen, and in my classes, in the beginning classes, I always give out a handout that's called Decipher the Screen. Because when we look at our device, sometimes we don't see what's right in front of us because it's not shown with the use of words. It doesn't say cancel here or touch here or stop or delete or things like that. But those words are reflected in the icons that are used. This is why this is also one of my favorite examples. An 18-month-old or a 2-year-old or a 4-year-old can pick up an iPad or an iPhone and start using it. Kids, babies, have the skill of reading faces and responding to faces. That's all they have. They don't have the verbal acuity. They don't have the vocabulary we do. They don't have all sorts of knowledge that we as adults have. But what they do have is the ability to look at our face and know if we're happy, know if we're sad. They can hear our voice and understand if we're angry. And they also don't have fear built in around the use of the device. So they look at an app, they know that when they touch an app, like the camera app or one of their game apps, the mere act of touching it causes a response or a reaction, and the app opens. And then in their game apps or the camera app, they also learn that they can tap or touch on the shutter button and take a picture, or they can hold it down and take a bunch of pictures. But the big thing to pick up here is it's not through reading words on a screen. It's recognizing the symbols and recognizing that those symbols are conveying the actions or responses that are available to you. Understanding that there are layers of things that are possible when you tap an icon that is 3 lines, that is a menu button. And it's so important that you not only learn to decipher those icons and recognize those icons as communicating words and actions to you, but also that you're learning the names of those icons in the context that they're to be used. Saying the 3-line thingamajig or, that pop-up you get is not going to help you to get help or to learn how to use your device. Learning the lingo, as I say in class, learning the proper words that are associated with the icons and the symbols and the actions that you have on your devices is going to go a long way to getting you to be able to use your device. It will allow you to get help and say, when I touch the menu icon, I'm not getting what I think I wanted to get or what I thought I was going to get, rather than the 3-line thingamajig and nothing happened. And I got a message that there was a friend request and I don't know what that meant. So learning the lingo, using the icons or treating the icons and symbols that are in use throughout the entire device, whether it's in an app or on the settings screen or whatever, there are icons and symbols that convey those actions. I have handouts. If you need a handout on that, just send me an email at help@thetechwizard. But where this comes into play is when you are having problems, when something doesn't work. And when something doesn't work and I get a request, a plea, an urgent text that I can't get such and such to work, my first thing is, okay, let's close the app. And I would say 8 times out of 10 people don't understand what I mean when I say close the app. That's the first thing you do when an app isn't functioning correctly. And then when I try to walk people through it and I say gently swipe up and hold your finger, or swipe up and go to the right and then flick the app off the screen, panic sets in, because the language that I'm using is not something that you are familiar with or that you have added to the skills that you have associated with your device. So I want to demonstrate how to close an app. If you're having trouble and it's not working, this is what you're going to do. And in order to demonstrate that, when I'm talking somebody through it, I have to use some of the words that are words that you should associate with that technology. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you what happens if you have an app that's not working. It doesn't matter what it is, your messages app, your email app, anything. You're going to gently swipe up from the bottom of the screen. And when I do that, I get this device. This is called the app switcher. And you have rectangles tiled across or all the way across your phone or your iPad. In the iPad, it looks a little different, but these are open apps. And all of these open apps are in the background in a state of sort of suspended animation or hibernation. It is old thinking, outdated thinking, and it is incorrect to think that you have to close an app every time you use it, that it uses RAM, it uses memory. It does not. The apps are meant to stay in the background to make it easier for them to wake up when you open them again. But every once in a while, I usually tell people once a month, close every app on your device. But if you're having trouble with an app, this is 9 times out of 10 will solve the problem. You swipe up again from the bottom and let your finger hold in a position till you get this tile. Then you find the app that's not working. Say that my messages app isn't working. All I have to do is put my finger on the app and gently swipe it up. And then it's closed. Gently swipe it up. And then I go back to that app and open it. And then it should start working. So those skills, swiping on your phone or swiping on your iPad, are essential skills. And it should be something that you're familiar with, so that if I say, hold your finger from the bottom, swipe up and just hold it and then let go, then you see in the app switcher all of the apps that are open in the background. And if you've never done this, then you do want to close every single app that's open. And then you can just open them again and start all over. It's not something you should do every day, every week. Once a month is fine. Or, like I said, if an app isn't working, that's what you should do. So I hope this has been helpful. Thank you for reading Tuesday's Tech Tips, and I look forward to working with you soon. If you ever have any problems or questions or want some group lessons or private sessions, just go to my website, thetechwizard.com. Click up calendar. What does it say? Now I forget what my page is. Don't know what it is, so I'm going to tell you really quickly. You have to schedule an appointment. If you go to schedule an appointment from the website, you'll be able to choose an appointment type, date and time, and then we can connect. Otherwise, I'll see you soon. Have a great day. Hope you're enjoying spring and the summer to come.